And blues.
Hey, Rob. Yeah, you look at my hair, it's a little awful today, but we just got back from Washington Street Bridge, the South Washington Street
Washington?
Bridge. Well, not Washington.
Oh,
and,
well, it's the same name, though, as Washington,
why don't they name that after George Washington?
You would think so.
We came back from the South Washington Street Bridge because today, Saturday, January 24th, there was a Binghamton Tea Party.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Well, it wasn't in Boston, but local protesters hosted their own tea party today in Binghamton. About 24 people gathered at the South Washington Street Bridge to speak out against Governor Patterson's proposed obesity tax, which would put an 18% increase on beverages with less than 70% fruit juice in them. Organizers say it's the first of many protests against taxes proposed by Patterson and say the cold weather wouldn't stop their message.
There's no sunshine patriots that love liberty and love freedom. We're pretty hardcore in terms of what we believe in, and we came out to show or demonstrate just that.
The group will protest more than 100 other proposed taxes in the coming months.
A group of local activists hold their very own Binghamton Tea Party. They're upset over New York Governor David Patterson's proposed tax on non-diet soda. Action News reporter Landon Sears has the story.
Dump the soda into the river and say no more taxes.
The chants probably louder in Boston in 1773, but the message of the Washington Street Pedestrian Bridge protest was the same.
Enough is enough, and we as citizens have got to stand up and make our voices heard that we're not going to take it anymore.
A group of about a dozen members of the Young Americans for Liberty dumped soda into the Susquehanna River. They did it to protest Governor David Patterson's proposal for an additional 18% tax on non-diet soda.
The majority, I feel, of New Yorkers are against these new taxes.
New York faces a $15 billion deficit. The protesters say instead of taxing soda, the state's government should take responsibility for what they call wasteful spending. The group suggests the governor should make up for the deficit instead
by cutting the pay of the top 25% of all New York State employees.
Everyone in America, the middle class and lower class people, have had to buckle down, and it's about time they buckle down themselves.
But members of the group admit they'd be surprised if the governor reacts to their protests the way they hope.
I don't think it's going to change, but you know what? I would rather be out here doing something than sitting home behind my computer complaining. I have to do something.
All of the protesters we talked to said they want the governor to get rid of the drinking tax. But if that doesn't happen, some of them say they'll at least get rid of their drinking habits and drink less soda. In Binghamton, Landon Sears, WVNG-TV Action News.
Why were we there? This is real grassroots. Right, like the people that show up on the South Washington Street Bridge in a windy 14-degree day to actually say something, to actually speak up. You have to decide, folks, where is your line in the sand? How much are you willing to take? Because you know what's true, Rob, and this is absolutely, positively true. When you move your line back just a little more, the state takes up that space. And they're going to bring every force they have to the edge of that line. And they're going to push a little bit more. And if you don't your line back a little bit more, they're going to push up. They are not going to stop. The state and all of its power and all of its manipulation and its entire control grid will continue to move forward against you. And if you decide that you're willing to take it, they're willing to give it. So where is your line in the sand? New York State, as you are well aware, can't seem to find enough money to do all of their good deeds. What are their good deeds? And it seems that the first thing they have to do is bad deeds. They have to steal from all of us hard-working Americans who live in New York before they can do all their good deeds, which is to give it away to a small few, mostly well-connected political people. Like Joe Bruno, for instance.
I was just thinking of Bruno.
He finally got caught, but the thing is, you know, look at all of the political, I mean, just real quick, just all the political scandals that's going on across the country, including New York State, and, you know, and then all these people are statists say, oh, it's just a small fraction.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
It's the tip of the iceberg. These people, how long have they been doing it before they get caught?
Right. And the only reason these guys are caught, like Spitzer, Bruno, they stepped on somebody's toes. They stepped on the toes of the master controllers behind the scenes. Those people or humans that are controlled by maybe entity, who knows?
Well, I don't know.
Anyway, they stepped on the toes of the larger control, the larger plan.
I will agree with Rob
Okay.
that there's a plan, that there's a group that is larger than all of these people that are controlling everything. And all you have to do, folks, is look at the international financial system. Look at the Federal Reserve and the Treasury and how they are giving all of your money away to a certain few group of international financial elites, refusing to provide details of how it's being spent. And you realize that there is a controlling faction, and it has nothing to do with politicians, and which leads me quickly to say that your new leader, your new sovereign, your new godlike figure, Mr. Obama, is nothing but a puppet, a front man for the same people who put George Bush into place, who was a front man.
See, it's like almost like good cop, bad cop. It's sort of a variation on that theme.
It
good
is.
cop, bad cop. You have Bush in, so everybody's so relieved to get this guy Obama that
they are refusing to see the truth.
And the desire to not have to do anything.
And the
Like
desire
we were
to
saying.
have a savior. And
You
the
want a
desire to
savior?
have to come in, flying with his cape flying, and he's going to save you from everything.
That means you don't have to do anything. It's simple. And that's what humans, unfortunately, that's the tendency of human beings. They want somebody to save them.
America was founded on the concept of freedom and liberty, the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, which means that we aren't willing to have everything stolen from us so that a small group of people can live off our backs and then continue to live off our backs by telling another group of people, tell you what, we'll let you live off the backs of these people too. And that's what it's all about. Taxation is nothing more than legalization of theft. Because what you are doing, you recipients of the tax money, what you are doing is telling another small group of people who have the guns, who somehow have created this authority figure to say, tell you what, why don't you go out and forcibly collect a lot of taxes from people across this country or in this state, take it from them when they want to do something, and then you give it to us. And you're saying, well, because we've now given you the authority to take it, we don't have to go take it, because you're saying, you know what? If I am an individual and I come up to Rob and I say, Rob, hand over your wallet, I have now broken the law.